Hi there! Welcome to the Gardens and Graveyards channel. Today we're meeting in the front yard and we're gonna get some mulching done. We've had these bags of mulch for
a long time.
6 months.
A long time.
We're finally getting around to it, but there's a couple of areas that we've recently cleared out and they're weed free essentially. And it's a good idea to get some mulch on there to prevent any further weeds coming in. I also have to prune the privet again. So my plan is to zip through the privet grove hedge, clean it up, mulch that area, and then mulch where we recently removed all of our irises. And that should cover all the bare ground. There's areas that need to be re-mulched, but those are the areas that are basically barren right now, and that's my priority. So that's what we're gonna do today. All right, so these hairy looking shrubs are the privets. This will be our third prune this year. They just grow so fast. Now that they are basically at the shape and height that I want them to be, they're really fast to prune with electric hedgers. Well, we use a battery operated hedger. But man, it's a lot of maintenance. I don't know how many more years I'm gonna wanna mess with that. It's also, you know, it's in our driveway. Right now it's not in our driveway, but I'd like it to be definitely tighter. And we're always fighting it. We don't want our cars brushing into it and all that, so all right, now that we have the privet all trimmed back and the area weeded, we've reconfigured the stepping stones, and we have 4 discount hostas that we've picked up recently that we're gonna put into this bed. So I'm gonna aug the holes, plant the hostas, and then we will put down the mulch. We did take a little break. You'll probably notice the difference in sun. It was getting quite warm, so we needed to take a little afternoon break, but now that it's not super sunny, we're gonna get back at it. Guessing that you took the trimmers back. Oh, these steps sound super stable. That's fine, honey.
You reimagine the whole inch here. It's right there. It's Go get it, Lex. Go get it, Lex. Yeah.
That looks really good. I always say that mulching the garden is like putting on the little black dress. It just makes it. All right, let's take a look. I'm gonna start with this bed. Clean, mulched, looking beautiful. Roses are blooming, everybody's happy. This dark mulch makes plants pop so good. And then over here, this is where we had all of our irises, and they are no more, but I won't get weeds either. And then in this front section, I pretty much just did a light top dressing on everything because we are growing this blue star creeper. There's a couple blooms on it right now. It goes in and out of blooms spring and fall, but it's done pretty good coverage. It kind of dies back a little bit in the summertime because it's just so hot, and we don't irrigate this entire bed. We water plant specific. So when the rains come, it'll flush back out. So I didn't want to cover it completely and smother it like I would a weed. You can see there's like a really thick patch of it right there. And underneath the edgeworthia. But anywhere there's kind of like patchy soil where the blue star creeper is a little bit sparse, I just kind of did a little zhuzh of bark dust in there. And the edges look very nice, all mulched up. It's just looking like a little dressed. I didn't go super heavy in this area because we are gonna build a paver patio there in the spring. So I'm gonna have to dig it out anyways. So if it gets weeds over the fall and winter, it just is what it is. Then we did a really good thick mulch up in this area. We don't get tons of weeds up in here because we mulch it really heavy every year. So we did also, I forgot to mention, we planted these 3 hostas. They were discount proven winter hostas that I found at Home Depot when I was looking for something else. Of course, I had to pick it up. And then Spencer found this discount hosta at Fred Meyer. We did find a tag that says Voices in the Wind, but we don't know if that's really the ones that we got. And then we don't have a tag for that one, but isn't this one so pretty? This like creamy edge, and then it fades to a white edge. It's really thick too.
Slug resistant. Slug resistant.
Slug resistant, really?
Got a thick one there.
The thick
like
ones? That's good. We should have all thick ones. All right, so there it is. It looks really nice. Feels good to have it mulched.
Yeah, long time coming.
And then, of course, the privets pruned again.
Yeah.
I also moved these pavers. They were kind of over here because we had a bench here for a long time. And so the pavers were going around the bench and behind the rhododendron. But they were so tight. They were basically where these hostas are, just really right up against this rhodey. And it just didn't flow nicely now that there's not even a bench there. It didn't make sense. So I want to get one more to come right here, and then it's really an easy path that kind of meanders back in here. The real purpose of these pavers is just to get into the bed for maintenance purposes more than, you know, an actual pathway to go somewhere. And that is going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you were inspired. It doesn't really matter what time of year you get mulch on the ground. It's always a good thing to do. And honestly, going into fall after we have weeded everything out is a great time because the seeds are not like, you know, ready to pop out of the ground right now. They're slowing down, definitely slowing down more so than in the spring where I'm trying to catch up with weeding and getting things mulched. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult, obviously, because I never got around to it this spring, but I'm happy to get it done today. And anything I could do to dress up the garden and make it a little more beautiful, it's just makes it that much more pleasurable to be out here. I hope that you're celebrating your life, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.